Many people with diabetes wonder if they can still eat meat. In fact, diabetes itself doesn't require totally avoiding meat. The key is choosing the right types and cooking methods. Today, as your doctor, I'll explain why chicken and turkey, two excellent sources of lean poultry, are safe and even beneficial for adults with diabetes. These light meats are low in fat, which is crucial for weight control and cardiovascular health in people with diabetes. Explanation. Chicken, especially skinless breast, is one of the best choices. It contains minimal fat, around 3 to 5%, and almost no carbs, so it won't spike blood sugar. It's packed with protein, which helps curb hunger and keeps glucose levels stable. Chicken also provides B vitamins, B6, B12, niacin, supporting metabolism. Turkey is very similar, often leaner than chicken, with the same high protein, virtually no saturated fat, and a glycemic index of 0. It includes selenium and B vitamins, beneficial for the nervous system. Neither contains hidden sugars, making them excellent for stable glycemia control. Tips for consumption. Choose skinless poultry cuts like breast or thigh. Cook by baking, boiling, or grilling, avoid breading or deep frying. Pair with plenty of vegetables or salad for fiber that smooths glucose absorption. Summary. Chicken and turkey, lean, protein-rich, low in fat, are ideal staples for adults with diabetes. With proper portion size and cooking methods, they offer nutrition without glucose spikes or excess cholesterol. Up next, lean red meats, beef and pork, and how to enjoy them safely. We've covered lean poultry, now let's talk about red meat, lean beef and pork. Though some believe diabetes forbids red meat entirely, it's more about choosing the right cuts and portions. Today, we'll explore how lean beef and lean pork can fit into a diabetic diet without harm. Explanation. Beef provides high-quality protein and essential iron, important for preventing anemia. Lean cuts like tenderloin, round, or sirloin contain only about 8 to 10% fat and no carbs, so they don't raise blood sugar dramatically. Pork, especially trimmed cuts like pork tenderloin or loin, offers similar benefits. It's low in fat, comparable to chicken, and rich in thiamine, vitamin B1, vital for nerves and metabolism. Lean beef and pork don't spike glucose, in moderation, they're great protein sources. Tips for consumption. Choose lean cuts, tenderloin, round, loin, trimmed before cooking. Bake, stew, or boil, avoid frying. For example, wrap loin in foil with herbs. Limit to 1 to 2 servings per week, 100 to 120 g cooked, and add plenty of veggies or salad. Summary. Lean beef and pork can be part of a diabetic diet when trimmed and cooked healthily. They offer protein and nutrients without overwhelming the body with fat. In the next episode, we'll dive into another underappreciated yet beneficial meat, rabbit. We've covered chicken, turkey, lean beef, and pork. Now let's turn to a less common but exceptionally beneficial meat for people with diabetes, rabbit. Often recommended in dietary eating, rabbit meat is light, easy to digest, and perfect for adults managing diabetes. Explanation. Rabbit meat has one of the lowest fat contents, lower even than chicken, yet it provides around 21 g of protein per 100 g, with all essential amino acids. It's also low in calories and cholesterol, making it excellent for anyone managing weight and vascular health. Rabbit contains B vitamins, B12, B3, B6, and minerals like iron and zinc critical for metabolism and nerve function. Its tender fibers ensure easy digestion, ideal for those with digestive concerns. Tips for consumption. Best prepared by stewing or baking, it can be slightly dry, so cook in juice or broth. Marinade in yogurt, kefir, or herbs to tenderize. Consume 150 to 200 g once or twice a week, with vegetables or mushrooms for balance. Summary. Rabbit is a highly digestible, nutrient-dense protein source with minimal fat, ideal for adults with diabetes. Including it weekly enhances variety and supports metabolic control. With these 5 top meats, chicken, turkey, lean beef, lean pork, rabbit, behind us, we'll now examine 5 types that may harm health and are best avoided. Now let's discuss meats that adults with diabetes should avoid or significantly limit. First up, processed meats, such as sausages, ham, bacon, and smoked deli meats. While they're tasty and convenient, they pose hidden risks. Explanation. Processed meats are heavily salted, fatty, and often include preservatives, nitrates, nitrites. For instance, sausages often contain 30 to 40% fat, mostly saturated, far higher than a lean beef cut. This raises bad cholesterol and increases cardiovascular risk, a major concern for diabetics. High salt levels elevate blood pressure and stress kidneys. Additionally, preservatives and high-heat smoking can produce harmful compounds and trans fats, linked to metabolic issues and even type 2 diabetes. In summary, bacon, hot dogs, deli meats are an unhealthy mix of salt, fat, and additives, a poor choice for diabetes control. Tips for reduction. Avoid processed meats daily, treat them as rare indulgences. Replace with sliced poultry or lean meat on sandwiches. If needed, choose diet sausages or turkey-based versions with lower fat and sodium, and consume them sparingly. Summary. Processed meats, sausages, bacon, smoked cold cuts, are detrimental for adults with diabetes. They increase blood pressure, cholesterol, and deliver empty dietary risk. It's far safer to choose natural, lean meats as we covered earlier. Next episode, why fatty red meats can be harmful. We've seen lean red meats are okay, now we'll explore the risks of fatty cuts, marbled beef, fatty pork like ribs or shoulder, and fatty lamb. These are easy to overconsume and bring health challenges for people with diabetes. Explanation. The problem lies in the high saturated fat content of fatty meats. When you see white fat marbling or thick layers of bacon-like fat, that's a red flag. Saturated fats raise LDL, bad cholesterol, block arteries, and contribute to atherosclerosis, the leading risk for cardiovascular complications in diabetes. Fatty meats also make cells more resistant to insulin, impairing glucose control. Fatty pork, like steaks with fat, ribs, and fatty beef, like ribeye or beef ribs, are calorie-rich, heavy on fats, and often fried. Lamb, naturally higher in fat, carries similar risks of cholesterol and weight gain reinforcement, worsening diabetic outcomes. Tips for consumption. Stick to lean cuts, sirloin, tenderloin, trim any visible fat. Limit fatty cuts to occasional treats, once every few weeks in small portions, around 100 g cooked. Bake on a rack or grill, so fat drips off during cooking. Summary. Overly fatty red meats, pork, beef, lamb, are harmful for adults with diabetes. They boost saturated fat intake, cholesterol, weight gain, and insulin resistance. It's far better to choose lean cuts or healthier alternatives. In the final episode, we'll look at fatty poultry and fried meats and wrap up our recommendations. In our final episode, we address 2 related hazards, fatty poultry, duck and goose, and fried meats cooked with lots of oil or deep fried. While duck and goose are meats, their high fat content, combined with frying, makes them risky for adults managing diabetes. Explanation. Duck and goose, though poultry, are much fatter than chicken. Their skin hides a thick layer of animal fat that renders during cooking. Regular consumption leads to higher cholesterol, weight gain, and further blood sugar challenges. Deep-fried meats, even lean ones, absorb excessive oil and often include breading, adding both fats and simple carbs. For example, fried chicken acquires a crispy layer high in trans fats and refined carbs, leading to glucose spikes and vascular stress. Tips to reduce harm. Limit duck and goose to rare occasions, special celebrations. Always remove the skin and cook on a rack so fat drips off. Better yet, substitute with lean poultry like turkey or chicken. Replace frying with baking or air frying. Use an air fryer to minimize oil, or oven-bake chicken nuggets with whole grain crumb coating. If pan frying is necessary, use minimal, heat-stable oil, like olive oil, and measure portions carefully. Summary. Duck, goose, and fried meats load too much fat into the diet of a person with diabetes. Steer towards healthier cooking methods and lean meats to protect blood sugar and cardiovascular health. In closing, adults with diabetes can enjoy meat, just do so wisely. Choose lean types: chicken breast, turkey, lean beef/pork, rabbit. Opt for healthy cooking methods, and limit intake of processed, fatty, or fried meats. With that approach, meat becomes part of a balanced, diabetes-friendly lifestyle. Stay well and take care. ChatGPT